Rarra Gosht. Hi, welcome to Sanjeev Kapoor Khazana. I'm Rupa here. I'm going to do a very traditional Indian recipe which is called as Rarra Gosht. The speciality is that this has got mutton in it and it's cooked along with mutton mince also. So it's a very different recipe and a very tasty recipe. So let's go ahead and look at the ingredients. We have about 500 grams of mutton on bones. Then we have the mutton mince, which is about 200 to 250 grams. We have 2 medium sized onions which are sliced. We have a large tomato which is again cut finely. Then this is some whole masala, because for this dish we are not going to use the garam masala which is in the powdered form from the bazaar. We are going to make a fresh garam masala. So for that we are going to use the whole spice. We are going to roast it and then grind and make a fresh garam masala. So for that we will require 1 mace or javitri, about half an inch of cinnamon, a teaspoon of caraway seeds or shahjira, about 4 to 5 peppercorns and 2 to 3 cardamoms, a teaspoon and a half of chili powder, 1 teaspoon of cumin seed powder or jeera powder, 1 teaspoon of coriander seed powder or dhana powder, a teaspoon of garlic paste and a teaspoon of ginger paste, a cup of yogurt, salt to taste, a handful of mint which is chopped, and about a handful of coriander fresh which is chopped. Oil for cooking. We are not using any turmeric powder in this because we want the red color in the final preparation. That's why you're not using the turmeric powder. So to begin with, let's take a shallow pan. Once the pan goes hot, add the peppercorns, the shahjira, the green cardamom, the cinnamon and the maize. Just roast it, lower the flame and dry roast it till a nice aroma is lifted, or once they start crackling. That's the indication where you can take it, cool it and grind it to a fine powder. It will take a minute or so, not much. I can already start smelling it. Keep it aside till we form it into a fine powder. This preparation can be either cooked on a pot, but I am using a pressure cooker here because that will just fasten the process of cooking the meat. But if you are cooking it in a pot, it definitely enhances the taste, but just the time takes a little longer. So it's your choice, whatever you want. In case you are in a hurry, you can cook it in a cooker, and if you want to cook it on a slow medium flame, it really enhances the taste. Let's take a pressure cooker. Once it's hot, add the oil, about 2 tablespoons. Once the oil goes hot, add the sliced onion. Fry the onions till it goes nice and light brown in color, a little pink in color. You can do this on high flame. As the onions have gone pink or light brown, add the meat. The meat is not marinated, you don't require it. In fact, you have to fry it well on the onions till you see that it changes color and it becomes a little brown in color. Again, you can do this on high flame for about 2 minutes. You can see it's getting brown and it's changing color. At this stage, add the ginger and the garlic paste and mix well. A nice aroma is lifted with the onion and ginger garlic along with the meat. Keep on frying for about a minute or so. Add salt. You can adjust the salt later when you add the mince, but just for cooking the meat, we'll add little now. Once it's nicely got mixed with the onion and the ginger garlic, add about a cup of water. And cook it under pressure. If you're not using a pressure cooker, just cover it and simmer the gas, and it will take about 10 to 15 minutes for the meat to go tender. If you're pressure cookering it, after the first whistle goes, simmer the gas and keep it for about 10 minutes. The pressure cooker whistle has gone. So what we do is now simmer it and cook under the pressure for about 8 minutes. Till the meat is cooking, we have dry roasted the whole masala. Let's grind it to a fine powder. Dry roasted whole masala is ground to a nice powder, is getting a lot of fragrance in it, and it's really going to add a lot of flavor to the Rarra Gosht. The meat was cooking under pressure for about 8 to 10 minutes. Let's shut the gas and let the pressure drop. Then we can go ahead with the further procedure. The pressure has fallen. Let's check on the meat. Yeah, the meat is half done. Let's put it back on the gas. At this stage, add the tomatoes. And then let the tomatoes go soft. So it will take about 2 to 3 minutes, but you can put it on high flame and let them just go soft. The tomatoes have gone soft, as you can see, and it's all come together. Let's add the ground garam masala, the chili powder, the jeera powder, and the coriander powder. Give it a nice mix. It's really smelling nice. Simmer the gas and let it cook with the masala for about 2 minutes. You can see the oil is separating and it's given a lovely fragrance as it's cooking. At this stage, add the curd. Mix well. Do not raise the flame, but let it cook for about 2 minutes. After the curd, again the oil is separated. This is the sign that we can add the mince to it. So add the mince. Mix well. The mince doesn't take a long time to cook. The speciality is that the gravy is formed of the mince, so it gets a very good taste to the gravy. So let this cook. We can just raise the flame for some time and then again simmer it. Add some coriander, leave some for garnishing. Add the mint, mix well. We will put it under pressure for about 5 minutes. After adding the mince, we put it under pressure for 5 minutes. Let's shut the gas and check whether it's cooked. Mince doesn't take a long time to cook, so I'm sure it's cooked. The mutton with the mince is cooked well. It's a nice thick preparation of the gravy. Let's take it out for serving. The mutton rarra is ready. As you can see, it's got a nice thick gravy of the mince. It's smelling really awesome. Let's garnish it with some coriander. And you can just gobble it with any paratha, roti, naan, and I'm sure you're going to have a lovely time.